to think without judgment, without good or bad. That's like one of the most difficult things that we can work on, really, to eliminate so that we can actually take in information. Every time we come across a situation, a piece of advice, words even, just in basic communication, we tend to just react to the words themselves as if they're signals to a specific action, uh, rather than recognizing that they're just symbols, you know, and you can extract your own meaning from it. Should you have the space? The space meaning the space in your brain, the space in your head that isn't filled with really values and even morals. Not that you go around doing wrong to people because, like in that movie K-Pax, it says every being in the universe knows the difference between right and wrong. You know, even your Buddha and Christ had a different vision and or something like that. But anyways, we innately know right from wrong. You know when you're doing the wrong thing. You know when you're not doing right. And you know when you're doing the right thing. What gets jumbled in there though is the difference is not, we're not saying eliminate right and wrong because you can't. That's like law. But you can eliminate good and bad, which is value judgments. Value judgments, they cloud the real situation so you don't see things for what they really are. Thus, you can't come to a proper conclusion given whatever situation or issue you may be facing. So, in general, I say a lot, especially within coaching, you got to recognition first. You cannot change a thing, you cannot alter or affect a thing without being aware of it first and foremost. So awareness is key. Um, to facilitate change and expansion, growth, things like that, because we tend to stunt our own growth by these values. And I'm not saying that even values are good or bad, it's just saying recognize if and when a certain value is serving you and others. Really, that's it. And it's the same thing in physical training, you know? When we take a turn, when we, make an attempt at a skill, a lift, whatever it is your activity may be. I see it very commonly. We tend to, like I'll ask a kid, well, what happened? Oh, it was a bad turn. Well, what do you mean by bad? Um, it wasn't good. I get that a lot. I'm like, all right, well, what's the specific thing? What do you deem makes it bad? Specifically, details, sportive details, gymnastics, obviously. Um, and then they get to sift through, and it causes them to step back into their bodies and reflect on what just happened, so that they can change it in the future. Uh, so they'll call out, okay, well, my knees were bent, and like, okay, what do they need to be? They need to be straight. Now, for us and our habits and what's been ingrained in us through society and our upbringing, nothing wrong with it. Again, it's just saying, it's part of it. We'll say, for lack of a better word, that's a bad turn, that's a good turn. Good meaning straight legs, pointed toes, feet together, things like that. Bad meaning, asymmetric positions, feet flexed, knees bent, things like that. But in reality, it's not good or bad. It's knees bent, legs straight. It's just as simple and straightforward as that. So, I think it really would behoove everybody, all of us, myself included, to just recognize how often we're placing value judgments on, one, other people's words, and two, our own thoughts. Usually images and words that we play over and over in our head. So, that's it for now. watch yourself, and keep doing your thing. Wholeness.